What's up, my little stray cats? It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've put anything out. Um, and I keep telling myself constantly. I'm like, I want to start putting more videos on my YouTube channel. I really enjoyed making YouTube videos, and then I stopped because I just had a lot of other things going on. And they got in the way, and I'm like I said, for the past month or so, I've been telling myself like, oh, I really want to put stuff out on my YouTube channel. So don't listen to my dry hands. How dare you? And things could start a fire. I've got one crime and cosmetics video completely made. I just need to do a thumbnail for it. I just finished the notes for another one. I want to do at least one more, get one more completed. Um, so I'm a little bit ahead of schedule and can give myself some leeway if I miss a week or whatever. I still haven't decided the frequency that I'm gonna put them out, but I want to just put something out. So I thought I would record a little vlog. I know it's been a minute. Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. I know it's been a minute, so not a whole lot has changed. We're still putting out our daily videos, and then we're still doing our live Twitch streams. I went and saw my family for Thanksgiving, so that was pretty cool. Went and saw my mom, and then I almost got into a fist fight in the mall parking lot on Black Friday, which was, listen, all right, I am not a violent person anymore. I'll joke around, but in reality, I just don't. I don't like getting into fights. Can't do it. If I have to, I will. But I realistically will do what I can to not get into a fist fight. I got all my fighting out my system when I was a young buck. But I got this Hot Topic sponsorship thing, and I had to do. I had to go to Black Friday. Yeah, I had to go to the mall for Black Friday, and they gave me like a little gift certificate or whatever, and they get to go buy stuff, and then go back, make my post about it or whatever. And I am at the mall, and I'm driving around looking for a parking spot because it is a freaking madhouse because it's Black Friday, so everyone and their mother is there. And I'm sitting there and I see this old guy go out to his car. Preem parking spot. Preem parking spot. Um, and I see this old guy go out to his car and he gets in. And so I'm like, okay, obviously he's about to back out. So I'm going to sit here, put my hazards on like a responsible little adult. I'm waiting for this guy to back out. And then I'm going to pull into that spot. It's very apparent that I am waiting for this spot to become available. And I was sitting there, and this guy was taking a sweet time, and I was like, okay, yeah, no worries. As long as I get the spot, that's all that matters. Take all the time you want there, Shug. And so he backs out, and as I'm about to pull into this spot, this individual with New York plates flies around me as I'm about to pull in and then backs into that spot. And I was a little bit cranky. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I had to be up at like 9 in the morning to get there because I had to make those posts by 2. I went to bed at like freaking 5 or 6, like I usually do on the weekends. So I was a wee bit cranky, which might have impaired my emotional judgment. I might have been a little bit more testy than I usually am, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I've ever called someone the C word more than I called that guy the C word. I was what the kids call fired up. And then he would not get out of his car. And I was like, you know what? It's probably for the best. Stay in there. Had to make a little comment on how his glasses were as thick as the Hubble telescope. But other than that, I don't want to say I kept my cool because I definitely didn't, because it's actually like never happened to me before, where someone just so blatantly just is an a-hole like that and takes the parking spot. And I was like, you know what? I kind of get how road rage incidents happen, because I was pretty fired up about that. So that happened. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go some other place to park, because whatever's going to transpire here is going to get me into some trouble. And so I just pull off whatever. I find a parking spot. I go inside. That's an interesting thing my monitor is doing right now. I'm not crazy about it flickering like this, but I'm in the middle of something, so hopefully it fixes itself, maybe. Maybe if I just give a little smack. Nope, didn't fix it. Okay, we'll fix it later. Excuse me. So I go to the mall, and I'm like, okay, go to Hot Topic. I only have a limited time to find, shop for what I want, because I got to drive, like, it's like a 45-minute to an hour drive back to my house, and I have to make these posts by a certain time. And so walking around the mall did not help my anger issues, because it was just full of people, and I don't like being around a ton of people. And like the amount of people that are like walking down the little aisles or whatever, or walking down the walkway and then just stop. They don't even like, because the way it works, there's like two at the mall that is by, closest one to me. There's like two walkways, and then ever so often there's like a middle portion where you can go and not impede traffic. And instead of, veering off into that middle portion, they just stop in the middle of the walkway. And it makes me so furious. So furious. So that wasn't fun. So I finally got to Hot Topic, and I'm like looking around, shopping or whatever, and I'm like, okay, they got some good stuff, So I got this sick Itachi shirt, and then I got this. If you haven't seen it on my Instagram, I got this Misa Misa sweater, and then a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt that I don't know where it is now. It's around here somewhere. And then I got home and made my post, and I was like, dude, I'm never, ever going to the mall on Black Friday again. Never. Oh my God. It was a terrible experience. It was awful. Like, I'm very thankful that I got that sponsorship, and that, like, I'm, continuing to work with Hot Topic or whatever. But the mall itself on Black Friday was a rizuff, let me tell you. And then, so I was, the day before Black Friday, which was, as some of you know, Thanksgiving, I drove home real late that night, and I was driving, and as I'm driving on the highway in Kansas, I got pulled over. And I was like, I thought about it, I was like, there's no way, as I was getting pulled over, I was like, there's no way I was speeding. I was like, I saw that cop, because I was hold on. No, I wasn't speeding. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was going like 5 over, and then, which is like highway etiquette, and then I'm driving, and I see the taillights of like a Dodge Charger, and I'm like, that's a cop. And so I slow down to the posted speed limit, and I drive past him, and I'm like, okay, whatever, cool, perfect, we're good to go. Nobody's following me. And then I see the headlights of a Dodge Charger just absolutely hauling ass down behind me. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this might be an issue. And then he pulls up behind me, and he lights me up, and I pull over to the shoulder. And I'm like, there's no, like, what could he possibly be pulling me over for? There's no way I was speeding. And as I'm sitting there waiting for him to walk up to my car, I see like 300 feet in front of me is another state trooper. And I was like, that's weird. That's super weird. Why would they be posted at these specific locations? And why would he pull me over so close to this guy? And I was at this point, I was like kind of boxed in. I was like, this is not a regular traffic stop. Like, this is real suspicious. And he comes up to my window, and I'm like, "What's up, baby girl?" And he's like, so the reason I pulled you over today is because you're driving a stolen vehicle." And I was like, "Excuse me? What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Well, every time you go through, because I don't know how it is in other places, but Kansas has something called the K tag. It's like a pike pass in Oklahoma, which is cool because they work. Like if you have a K tag, if you have a K tag in Kansas, you can use it on like the Oklahoma pike pass and stuff like that. Oh, my monitor fixed itself. Cool. You can use it on the Oklahoma pike pass or whatever. And uh so he was like, every time you go, you've gone through the K tag thing, the cameras that take a picture of your license, they're reporting your plates as stolen. And I was like, that's super interesting because this is my vehicle. He was like, he was like, excuse me, has your car been stolen in the past couple weeks or whatever? And I was like, no, I has not been stolen one bit. I feel like I would know if that was the case. And he was like, well, sometimes these things just happen. And I was like, how in the cinnamon toast frick could my plate, I don't like, it just doesn't make sense to me how it could be reported as stolen. Like I could see someone being like, oh, my Toyota Corolla got stolen, my black 2022 Toyota Corolla got stolen, and it somehow gets mistaken for my car. But for the plates, my plates, which are not like regular plates, they're like veteran plates, to be reported as like stolen is just weird to me. I was like, I don't know how that just happens. And so he was like, yeah, it just happens sometimes. He was like, do you have your vehicle registration? And I was like, maybe, I don't know. If I don't, is that going to be a huge issue? I was like, I might have it. Let me look in my glove box. So I go and I pull the handle on my glove box, and it pops open, and I stop myself, and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know that I have a loaded firearm in this glove box. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, for real? I was like, that's crazy. You're so nonchalant about this, man. Which is cool, I guess. But like, what if I was a bad guy? Like, what if I was like not a good person and was just like, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I was like, all right. So I clear out my glove box. Luckily, I did have my car registration in my glove box, and so I showed it to him. He didn't even like run my ID or like my insurance or anything. And I showed it to him, and I showed him my ID, and he was like, okay, yeah. So he was like, I imagine that's you. And I was like, yeah, that's me. And he was like, all right, well, you know what? These things just happen, and I will tell, I'll call KCPD, tell them to clear that stolen vehicle off your plates. And I was like, that would be great. I would love that, actually. Or you don't tell them, and I just keep getting pulled over, and it's a fun little story to tell people, I suppose. So that was interesting, but I'm very like I said, I got to go and see my family, and that was really nice. It A lot of the time we spent on Thanksgiving Day was standing in the backyard with a pair of night vision goggles, and someone with a rifle being like, "Can you see this laser?" and then shining an IR laser at the trees or something. Just good old Oklahoma tings. But it was really nice. I went and saw my extended family. I was supposed to this weekend. Can I help you, Miss Girl? You're tearing up my chair. My $200 chair. You have a perfectly good scratching post right there. Why are you tearing up my chair? What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? Look at me. Look at me. What do you have to say for yourself? Huh? What? Nothing? You're not gonna say a thing? Your little butthole. I gotta go see some of my aunts and stuff like that, which is really nice. No. Stop doing that. I'm gonna kick you out. No, I've got your paw. This is my paw now. It's mine now. What are you gonna do? Huh? You keep digging your claws into my chair. This is my paw now. I'm gonna hang it on a keychain. It's gonna be my lucky Borgus claw. A lucky Borgus foot. You absolute goob. Take it easy. Which is super cool. And I was supposed to this weekend. Borgus, stop! I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna push you over. I'm gonna push your little fat self over. Get out of here. Go on and get. If you want to come up here, come here. If you want to come up here, get up here. Come on. You keep acting like you do. Let's see it. Borgus, do you want up here or not? Come on. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, sorry. I was supposed to go see my biological father has access to this like haunted hospital, and this weekend I was supposed to go with him and explore that with him and my brothers, but I had that Hot Topic sponsorship thing. And I was like, when they had emailed me about it, I was like, oh, I'll just do it. And I'll just go shop in Tulsa, make the post there or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, oh, we'd like it if you could be at the store in your town. And then I got a message from the store in my town that was like, hey, they said you'll be coming by on Friday. Hope, excited to see you. And I was like, dang it. So I had to go home early. So I think Christmas break, we're going to go and explore that haunted hospital, which will be nice because it also gives me time to buy extra camera batteries so I don't have to keep charging things, and buy some equipment. So hopefully I can get some good footage out of that and post it on here for you guys. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good holiday. Before I made this vlog, I was like, I don't know if I have that much to talk about. We're already almost 20 minutes in, so that's crazy town. I hope everyone had a good holiday, though. I know the holidays can suck, for some people. Be it, if you're estranged from your family or you just don't have a family or what, baby? What? What? What is it? You got eye boogies. Be it that you're estranged from your family or you just don't have a family or what have you. I know it's really tough sometimes, and the holidays aren't great for everybody. I'm not a crazy holiday guy either. I love my family, but just the holidays themselves kind of make me sad. But what, girl, hold on, come here. Oh, big girl, say hi to everyone, Borgus. It's been a while. Say hi. Can you hear her breathing? My chunky girl. My chunky baby. Oh, well, you're up here. Go ahead and lay down. But yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. And, if you don't have a family to celebrate the holidays with or whatever, just, this is your family. And you can celebrate the holidays with us. And we've always got a spot for you here at this table, baby. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I do plan on making more content here, be it crime and cosmetics. I've also been reading a lot of books, so if you guys want like book reviews, like actual books, Goose has bullied me into reading books. I listen to audiobooks, so these are the ones that I have read so far. Let's see. Also, if you don't know Spotify, if you're a premium member, tons of audiobooks for you to listen to for free. If you're paying for premium, but if you have it, the books are free. They have a ton of stuff. There are a few that I found that you do have to buy, but most of them are free. So right now, I have read The Three Body Problem. Great book. If you haven't read it, you like sci-fi and aliens and stuff, read it. It is influential sci-fi. I've read The Three Body Problem, The Dark Forest, which is the second book in the Three Body Problem series, Death's End, which is the third book in the Three Body Problem series, Project Hail Mary, which was really good. It was written by Andy Weir, and I do not like how he writes his books. It's like, bro, you're just writing like you're talking, and whatever. If you like your writing like that, by all means, more power to you. But I did not like the way it was written. But it is a really good book. It's very interesting, very heartwarming. Rendezvous with Rama by Arthur C. Clarke. Um, and that one was really good. Very like, doesn't give you all the answers, and you're like, man, I wonder what is happening. So definitely recommend that. And then I started Children of Time, or I read Children of Time by Adrian Tarkovsky. Really good book. I'm actually about to finish the series of that book, of those books, because it's Children of Time. Really, really good. Super interesting. 10 out of 10 recommend. And then we have Children of Ruin, which I read that, which is the second book in that series. And then I have, let's see, how many hours left do I have? I've got approximately, if it'll load, come on, guy. No, that's not what I wanted. Come on. Come on. I've got 43 minutes left of Children of Memory, which is the third and final book. I don't think there's a fourth, but I think that's the last one. And then we started a book club on the podcast where we pick a book and we read from certain chapter number to certain chapter number, and then we talk about it on the podcast. That way, if you want to be a part of it, you can read along and be a part of the discussion. And that book is Perfume, by Patrick Susskind. That is the book club book we're reading. I think this next episode we record on Wednesday will be the last excerpt, or the last little bit of that book. So we'll be picking a new book club book after the next podcast episode. So if you have any suggestions, by all means, leave them in the comments, or go comment or message the podcast Instagram, Snacks Packs Podcast. We really like a good book suggestion. So, but as I was saying, I've been reading a lot of books, watching a lot of movies. So I might, my dry hands stop. I'm self-conscious. I might, between crime and cosmetics, I might release or just start putting out like reviews of like movies or books, or like a Snacks Explains of talking about those pieces of media and or literature. But there will be heavy spoilers, just to let you know. I love talking about these sci-fi books. But yeah, I'm really, looking forward to putting more stuff out on my YouTube channel, and also making more vlogs, because it's cool to just like sit here and talk to you guys, and then actually being able to use my GoPro now, taking it with me and recording things. So let me know what interests you, if like book reviews, movie reviews, show reviews, what have you. I've been watching a lot of stuff, reading a lot of stuff, and yeah, I'll be putting out some more crime and cosmetics soon. Like I said, I've got one completely done. I just did the notes for a second one, and I need to record that within the coming week. And then I'm going to do a third, and once I get that third one completed, I'll start putting them out. It's just a lot of time. I still work like a full-time job, and still work a full-time job. I'm still doing emo night stuff, so like just finding the time to do stuff is really hard. I'm only one person, so you got to bear with me. And also, like, being sad all the time doesn't really help. It's kind of a bum skis, let me tell you. And I've been a real sad boy lately. But it is what it is. It'll pass, hopefully. Fingers crossed. You know what I'm saying. But it was good to see you again. It was good talking with you. I hope life's not been kicking your buns too hard. And I'm excited to continue putting out videos for you guys and hearing your feedback. I know I've been neglected my YouTube channel for far too long, but we're back, baby. So come hang out with us on other parts of the internet. We're still streaming on Twitch every night at 8 p.m. Central Corn Time, a little later on the weekends, because I'm trying to get out of my house more and go do stuff, because I haven't left my house in a long time. So I'm trying to go like socialize. Ever since Goose moved away, I don't really hang out with a lot of people, so trying to make new friends, which has been hard, because I'm a shy guy. I'm a real shy boy. I don't really like approaching people and talking to them. So we're getting there though. We're working on it. It's all about growth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're still streaming on Twitch every night at like 8 p.m. Central Corn Time. We're still putting out the podcast episodes every week. Thursday at 6 a.m. is when they release. And go follow the podcast Insta Snacks Packs Podcast. We post a lot of memes. Hold on. We post a lot of memes, and we also post like pictures of people's pets that they send us. So if you got a real cute pet, send it to the podcast, and we'll probably repost it. And then, we're still putting out our daily videos on Instagram and TikTok and the old TikToks. We're doing a lot more Instagram lives. So if you don't have Twitch, which you should, it's free and it's fun, and I prefer streaming over there. We are doing Instagram lives, every other day. Oh, bless you, bless you, big sneeze from a big kitty. Every other day or every day. So come hang out with us there. But yeah, it was good to see you again. I hope life hasn't been kicking your buns too hard, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe, be kind to others, be kind to yourself. Know that you're loved, valued, and cherished, and there's always a place for you here in this community. I'll see you again soon, my little stray cats. Bye bye.